Democracy is far beyond the Western definition. An Ethiopian political analyst has said while commenting on the so-called Summit for Democracy, to be hosted by the U.S.
This summit is ridiculous. Ridiculous because how come the USA got the moral authority and moral position to host and invite and reject all classified nations based on their democratic human rights efficiency? Because domestically and internationally, democracy is all about rule of law. Since 2012, how many human rights violations happened in USA? How many American institutions systematically and subtly marginalize and violate human rights and democracy? It is a very clear and obvious sign of how USA violates human rights in the US. Western define democracy based on civil and political rights, and the Eastern define democracy based on social and economic equality. So it's not a universal meaning or universal definition of democracy what USA use or other Western countries use definition of democracy based on their interest and their definition, their understanding. If you go to USA, a lot of people suffer by inequality, not inequality of income, inequality of wealth, inequality of opportunity. So without equality of opportunity, how can nations talk about democracy and human rights? A Western version of democracy, USA gathered and grouped nations with the mentality of Cold War based on their definition, not based on universal understanding of democracy. I think now nations are, or people are very aware on the intention of USA policies of foreign policy, international politics. Western countries, including USA, define democracy in a very narrow way. Democracy is not only about election and human rights. Democracy is all about equality, I think. So that equality comes from social and economic activity too. So, of course, elections and other activities, participation might be a component of democracy, but those are not the major component of democracy.